Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about The House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This is from the Crescent City Series. Spoilers ahead, so please watch with your own discretion. But first, let me describe what the plot is all about. The plot stars Bryce Quinlan, a half-fae, half-human, as the protagonist. She lives with her best friend Danica. Once, when Bryce was out of the house, Danica and all of her other friends were brutally murdered. After much investigation, the police found a famous criminal to be the suspect, and he was convicted as the murderer. 2 years later, the investigation was reopened up, and Bryce has to work with the enslaved angel, Hunt Athler. So, the story follows the investigation and how both of them together manage to find out the real murderer of Danica and her friends. So, now that I'm done detailing the plot, let me tell you of the reasons why I absolutely adore this book. Starting with number one, its characters and their relationships. Bryce and Danica have such a solid friendship, and even after death, there is a scene in the book where Danica gives up her soul just to protect Bryce and just to give Bryce her own power. So it's something new, something which we haven't seen before, and that is focusing mainly on friendship. All of the characters in the book have such impeccable chemistry. The banter between Hunt and Bryce, for example, was really endearing, and we could see the process of how she slowly started falling in love with him and how it slowly developed into a relationship. Everything felt very authentic, but the important part is before they fell in love, they were best friends, and we could clearly see that. Another one of the main characters in the book is Ron, her half brother. And initially, at the beginning of the book, Ron and Bryce are still mad at each other and they're hurt. So, the way their relationship mends, the way their relationship heals, and everything about it is just so impeccable, and the way it's flawlessly executed seems so organic. Apart from that, this book had so many plot twists and was so unpredictable. Who was the bad guy? At one point of time, the author even had us questioning whether Danica, who was already dead at the beginning of the book, was the bad person. Was Hunt the bad person? Is he working with the villains? These are the type of questions that will be racing through your mind. And all in all, it's an unforgettable epic read, which I think you all should do. Another thing that I really love about these books is how the minor characters are so recognizable and how they feel like a major part of the book even when they're not actually given that much page time. For example, here's one of my favorite characters, Jessica Rogers. And even though it seems like she doesn't really like Bryce and that she overprices and overcharges everything, which she does actually, she actually really deeply cares for Bryce, and it's really refreshing to see. The writing was impeccable. There were two phrases in this book, one of which is light it up and the other one is through love all is possible. And those two phrases really reverberated and echoed through my heart. In the proper context, when you read it, it's repeated again and again, but it doesn't feel cliched or old-fashioned. And this, I think, was one of the main forte points of the writing. Honestly speaking, I was kind of in a reading slump between this and Six of Crows. I had read other good books, but none of them were major enough to get me out of my reading slump, and I think this really did it. This is a perfect blend of, a murder mystery, but also a YA book full of, fantasy and romance and drama, and I really love this book. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I personally didn't see anything that big of a deal breaker in this book for me, and overall I think it was almost perfect. The only thing that is of mention is that this book was 800 pages long, which might irritate some people, and another thing was that the first 100 or 200 pages were more of an info dump. It would take you time to understand how the world is and the world building, but once you get it, it's really good to read. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching till the end. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below telling me what else you would like me to do. Also, you can follow my Instagram at redcrow for more content, which is obviously book related. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really cannot recommend this book enough, so go get it as fast as you can and let me know your thoughts after you read it. Until then, bye Red Crows!